Here's meteorologist Patrick Evans.
Already we're watching the leading edge of precipitation move in as this quick moving front swings through. So we're going to see snow at the higher elevations. We'll measure it later on. It's just really started and so far nothing appreciable. Here we are over in WRIGHTWOOD and they've got snow coming down, but it doesn't look like it's sticking very much. The temperature's a little warmer, but this will cool things off. That front is pulling in some cooler air. As I mentioned, winter weather advisories, high wind warnings, wind advisories all over the place. That front coming in is going to stir up the wind. It's still just a little bit to our north and west, but when it swings through this afternoon, particularly I think in the 3, 4, 5 o'clock time frame, you're going to see some very powerful gusty winds and maybe a few sprinkles out of this. The precipitation that's taking place at the top of the tram coming in, but you can see it kind of dries out as we move into the valley, so it's not a real promising rainmaker for us. If we get any raindrops, they will be few and far between, but there are some pretty good showers going on to our south. So we'll continue to track that. The snow is going to be more impressive up around Big Bear. There's a little bit colder air here. There's a little bit more moisture available, so I think you're going to see higher snowfall totals in that direction. It's the wind here on the valley floor that is going to be the biggest impact to you, because we're going to see that blowing sand and dust in the afternoon. Winds are already up around 15 to 20 miles per hour, 21 mile per hour winds as you work your way up the hill toward 29 Palms. And very gusty through the pass. We've been clocking winds at Whitewater around 50 miles per hour today. 32 mile per hour winds up at Big Bear. So when we put these winds in motion, we're steadily seeing those winds in the 25 to 30 mile per hour range, a little bit stronger north of the freeway. But after about 11 o'clock, they start to come down. And so again, with this storm system moving by so quickly, by tomorrow, the winds will settle back down and the skies will clear out. It'll still be cool. Behind that front, we're going to end up with some cooler temperatures. We've cooled off in the West Valley in the last hour because that cold air now pushing its way in, coming down slope from the mountains, so that's going to provide us with some cooler temperatures. So we've likely hit our daytime high in Palm Springs around 67 degrees. It's 70 in Thermal and also in Mecca, but that cool air will eventually work its way across the Coachella Valley, so those numbers are likely to go down instead of continuing to rise through the afternoon. And remember, our daytime high hits a little bit later now that we've moved the clock. So we could see 7, 8, 9, 10 inches of snow up in the highest elevations. This model kind of sticking around that 7-inch range. Lighter snowfall totals near the top of the tram, but if we get rain, it's likely going to be extremely light here on the valley, and it will be a West Valley event. Probably no precipitation at all East Valley, very little in the West Valley, more like sprinkles, light passing showers. Your Comfort Air 7-day forecast keeps us in the 60s today and tomorrow, of course, under the high wind warning through 3 o'clock in the morning. So we're going to leave the first alert, weather alert, in place until that high wind warning expires, and then we'll be able to cancel that out. So I think by the time we all meet together again tomorrow morning, things will have calmed down. We should be mostly sunny and close to 70 tomorrow, 74 on Wednesday, and then for the end of the week, we're talking about low and mid 80s. A little cool front comes in late Friday. That will give us breezy conditions and cooler weather for the weekend. Not a bad looking forecast. We just had to get through the windy conditions today.
Yeah, the Monday blues. Shake it off. The rest of the week will be pretty.
Yeah, nice by Thursday. On Wall Street, it's the final quarter hour of the trading day. The Dow is up right now.